What if every story I've heard about BLQ football is wrong? What if all you knew was the right story is actually wrong? On October 12 at 11:54 p.m, the last message BLQ football posted on Twitter simply read, "I'm out." It was accompanied by a peace emoji with a fraud warning issued by Uganda National Lotteries and Gaming Board on the same date. These two events marked the beginning of restlessness of thousands of Ugandan users of the platform that were at the verge of losing an estimated figure believed to have reached the 60 billion Uganda shilling mark. But this story is not as simple and brief as you have been told. In fact, the story dates back to 2019. There is one thing we all know for sure. The return of scammers in any country cannot be ruled out. Uganda is non-exceptional, has for more than 2 decades have played host to classic Ponzi schemes built on trickery and lies. Scammers always come back and find a willing population ready to be tricked billions of shillings. But why are they always successful in this country? Most of the victims are desperate given the high employment rate in a country like Uganda. But for many high net worth individuals, they have a simple saying: life is full of risks. You have heard about this saying, I believe. They engage in scams given their high appetite for risk taking. But for the low net worth individuals, these schemes are always looked upon as a source of quick money. The mastermind behind the BLQ scam remains anonymous. However, according to Daily Monitor, the people behind the scam are believed to be Nigerian nationals with partners in China, United Arab Emirates, South Africa and Nigeria. They claim their headquarters were in the English city of Manchester. BLQ Football targeted third world countries where mobile phones are the dominant access point to the internet. According to the reports, BLQ first operated in some parts of Europe and fled after stealing lots and lots of money from unsuspecting individuals. It then migrated to South Africa, and after being smoked out, they came to Uganda, trading as BLQ Football on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and through the website. Sometime in 2019, the BLQ scam was established in the country. The scam would eventually obtain a trading license from Kampala City Authority and some documentation from Uganda Revenue Authority. Documentations were used to create a sense of legitimacy among the nosy targets who are known for asking so many questions. However, the emergency of this click a button app-based Ponzi scheme happened fully towards the end of 2021. Unlike other companies that sell herbal supplements and other too good to be true products that borderline pseudoscience, BLQ Football adopted a gaming strategy and hid under the veil of sport betting to tap into the Ugandan market, which was new and fresh. For starters, BLQ Football users make money through reverse betting. This is a unique type of betting which allows you to make a bet with a reverse action. This means that you have 2 wagers placed both ways. If your first wager wins or pushes, then your second wager will then be placed. Or wager 2 wins, place 1. Basically, the company alleges that they get all the money from investors, place them in 2 well-calculated big bets. They then share the winnings with the investor at a rate of 2.2% of their investment per match. The company pledges that in the event of a loss, your investment money is reimbursed without profits for that game. BLQ Football also claimed that members make money through bonuses from recruiting others. This sounds familiar with the several other Ponzi schemes in the country which have operated here before and ended up scamming people. Here is what every successful business person knows. The secret of any business lies in the trust of your customers and your services. BLQ Football made sure all these were sorted out. To dupe unsuspecting Ugandans, they registered as a sports company under the Acclaims Sport. In addition, they obtained trading license from KCCA, which you already know by now. The scam also had a corporate social responsibility arm that engaged in charity by reaching out to people, giving different foodstuff and different other aids to the poor Ugandans. The scammers also acquired offices, including one at Chamula near Total Energies on Salama Road, Kampala. To perfect their con, the BLQ team regularly shared motivational quotes to ensure the users remained hooked. One post on August 4th, 2022 read, "Whatever you want to do, if you want to be great at it, you have to love it and be able to make sacrifices for it. Sacrifices were indeed made at great cost. In urging every investor to get involved in great cause, BLQ marketed itself as a legal and stable football hedge fund investment platform. BLQ also bragged that it has business license issued by the Ugandan government and another business license issued by the British government. This was all aimed to gain people's trust. Now it was time for BLQ to begin reaping the rewards for their long-term plan. With the trust of the Ugandans attained, the pioneer users of the platform began advertising the company by themselves, inviting them to join the company. WhatsApp, phone calls, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and other social media platforms. Several agents opened up their WhatsApp groups to be teaching and growing their own teams. One known highest investor is one guy called Ambrose, who had more than 365 million Uganda shillings. A guy called Miles also lost 25 million Uganda shillings. It's estimated that one VIP section had close to 687 million before the scam exploded. Many individuals, according to evidence, lost an average of 100 million Uganda shillings. After successful trading for months, it was time for BLQ to leave. For a long time, the more than 5,000 people were in the same group and would access opportunities presented by the scam jointly. Then they started fragmenting the teams. Various groups including normal, VIP, VVIP and premium were introduced. For example, to leave a normal group and join the VIP, one's account had to have a balance of more than 1 million Uganda shilling. Those who had that money and more would automatically be upgraded to the exclusive clubs, which had more privileges. Those on the VIP platform would get 5% more in profit compared to the rest on the normal platform. The members had 3 matches per day. The portal would be open at 10 a.m. for the first game that would end around 2 p.m. This would be followed by another game that would occupy the period between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. The third game was exclusive for VIP and other top money groups. While red flags in the scam were clearly visible, many victims confessed that the abnormal profits were blinding. But more warning signs kept flowing in. For example, difficulty to withdraw funds from the platform. However, the deal was too sweet for the members. While many were met with the pending messages when they tried to withdraw the funds, the other members continued to deposit. More people also kept buying in. Users would withdraw the money from the BLQ and it would reflect on either their MTN or Airtel within 24 to 48 hours. But towards the end, things changed. In defense, BLQ responded that people requesting withdrawals were many and money would come in slowly. A user confessed that money began coming in 2 to 4 days and sometimes other people never received at all. BLQ then began selectively disabling withdrawals and locking accounts. Over time, the amount of withdrawals and accounts being locked increased. This promoted baseless threats to investors. Towards the end of October 11th, BLQ had addressed withdrawal concerns by initiating "We Got Hacked" exit scam. BLQ decided to reject all previous withdrawals, citing need for a full audit check before payment could be effected. By October 12th, BLQ Football doubled down on its exit scheme, demanding investors to pay 20% tax on the requested withdrawal amount. Members who did pay the 20% tax were threatened to have their tax increased to 50% by the following day. Users were requested to comply with these changes as they wait for the platform to return to normal as soon as possible. On that same day, the Uganda Lotteries and Gaming Board published BLQ Football's fraud warning. They noted that BLQ has been conducting betting activities illegally without a license from the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board. It is cited that BLQ was using the gaming industry as a strategy to market its membership. This is known as the final nail on the coffin, rather the final collapse of BLQ Football. But there is something you may not know. BLQ led to its own collapse. Whereas the BLQ leaders are telling you that it's the government that stopped them from operating, they actually tagged the government in their activity. One of the latest tweets by BLQ actually tagged the government to sign up for BLQ Football. It then raised attention and the Uganda Gaming Regulatory Board had to release the fraud notice. After which, the final tweet was sent out by BLQ Football. It simply read, "Amount." This is what I have marked as the grand finale of BLQ Football. Like the video, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comment section.